2-pound flathead would have no problem suckling him down. Pause. I bought this here from my local Shields not too long ago. It is a 13 quart, which is like 7 gallons, I think. Sorry, Billy. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for checking out today's video. This is something I've been wanting to do for you guys for quite some time, because if you're a lover of fishing like I am, you like any type of fishing. And personally, catfishing has become one of my, it's probably is my favorite thing to do. But to go catfishing, you need bait. So today I'm gonna show you guys my absolute favorite way to catch bait down here on the river, creek / Spillway thing. This spot I have not been to but a couple times this year, and it has been pretty good to me, with lots of different species actually that I'm able to keep and use as bait. And this water is looking high as hail. There is a pretty small spillway right here behind me, and in the past this spot has been loaded with bait fish, and also slightly down the way there too. But this spot in the past, like I said, has done really well for me with bait. I've caught everything from drum and carp to bluegills, green sunfish, bullheads, literally all the best baits you could possibly think of. I've caught big fish this year on probably every single one of those as bait. But we're down here, I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Hopefully you guys can apply this to your own states and regulations and things wherever you live. But we're gonna come down here and catch us some bait, show you guys some of my tips and tricks along the way, and have us some fun. Let's go. One of my absolute favorite parts about getting bait is I'm barely carrying anything. I got a rod, a bait container, and if you're a freaking idiot like me and you like to make videos, a couple cameras. But other than that, traveling light. I can already see some fish surfacing. Oh my goodness. Holy crap. Dude, there's like, were those carp? There's a bunch of dust clouds down there. Holy crap. A lot of trash too. That's awesome. Glad you guys are into the littoring. Oh, look at this. I've never seen this before. Where do they even sell these? I don't even know where they sell these. That's kind of cool. The Jugans. The first thing we got to do here is get some bait for the bait. I got a box of crawlers here from the old Wally World, the grossest and most fun place on North America. But crawlers work really well for this because pretty much anything eats them, and your chances of catching a fish are pretty high. And what's nice about these little spillways like this is I don't think they're used to eating large baits, so you can kind of get away with just a real squeaky piece of bait. Simple bobber rig with a split shot and a real small hook. And last time I was here, let's just see, last time I was here, literally just letting it sit right there, and they were hammering it the entire, oh, already got a bite. Oh, I missed him. Just hooked myself in the armpit too. Okay, there are somethings here, but clearly not humongous. That's okay. Let's see if you hit it again right away. That was instant. Oh. Got him that time. That feels decent. We got a little bluegill. And that's, I mean, come on. That's like 4 or 5 inches, the perfect live bait and cut bait size right there. Let me get this shit out of the way. But that is literally perfect. I would take a bucket full of those today if we can get them. Come on. There he goes again. Got him. That guy's a little small. Normally I'd keep this guy, and it seems like they're pretty loaded up in here, so I'm gonna let him go. Look at this though. I'm literally like 10 inches from my bobber and like the smallest little piece of crawler you could ever find. And they're instantly on it right away. Another one. Oh, it's a largemouth. It's a little baby largemouth. No way. That's cool. Look at that, little baby largie. That's pretty sweet, actually. There might be some bigger ones down here. I might, no, probably not. I might run back to the truck and get a little swim bait, maybe. There might be some bigger ones in here. That'd be kind of fun. I'm focused on the task at hand for now, though. There's another one. Maybe we were blessed with the first fish. Certainly seems like they're loaded in here again though. That's a good sign. Hopefully we can make this quick, fam. Let's just keep doing it right here for a minute and see if we can't pull a couple bluegills that size again. That was a nice one. Got that one. Another little guy. That's a fish. Well, that feels a little better than what we've been catching. Oh yeah. Oh Jesus. He Billy swallowed it here too, but that's a perfect sizer. Hopefully we can get that out of there and keep him alive, but if not, you are probably going to be cut bait anyway. Up in the spillway, a little bit bigger one. Nice, came right out. Bloop. Soaked me. There's one. I was horsing around. Let me cut another one. Perfect hand, little hand, baby hand, bait sized. Bloop. Are you kidding me? Right now? You see this? Farmer Brown is over here messing around. Unreal. Now that we got a couple fish in the bucket, I wanted to show you guys how I store my bait, and by store I mean keep it alive. It's pretty important if you want to use live bait to keep it alive. I bought this here from my local Shields not too long ago. It is a 13 quart, which is like 7 gallons, I think. The one thing I will say about this thing though is it was like 60 bucks, which is like a small fortune if you're like me. But this thing comes in absolute clutch, especially during the summer when it's super hot out and I'm going to fish after work like a lot of you guys probably do. And that air gets so hot inside my truck and that will absolutely kill these baits. That water gets so hot, you've only got a couple gallons of water and it gets so hot so quickly. And I've had bait die on me before and it is the worst thing ever. So this is actually a cooler which will keep your water nice and cold, and it truly does. It's got some really nice locks on it that keep it nice and shut. And my favorite thing about it of all time is it's got little hooks on it that you can hook your aerator to, because that's pretty important. You need oxygen in your water if you want to keep these fish alive. If you keep fish in here without an aerator on it, they'll probably live for, depending on how many fish you have in here, I mean, no longer than a couple hours, I would assume. But if you have one of these on here, which this one particular with 2D batteries lasts like 2 days or something like that, keep them nice and lively. And I didn't put any of the Spillway water in here because I've actually had bait in the Spillway water with the bubbler on it and they have still died in like 2 days because that water is already nasty, and when you put fish in it they basically purge themselves and that water gets real nasty real quick, especially if you got bullheads in there. They are gross and they will still die. That water will get so bad they will still die even with the aerator on them. So the solve for that, I watched a River Certified video not too long ago, and by not too long ago, I think it was like a year or two now, and he recommended this. This is Better Bait, and this tiny little bottle has lasted me all this year. I bought it at the beginning of this year, and it's like half full. This thing is awesome. I think it was only like 10 bucks. I don't really remember. I don't really care. But this stuff is tap water treatment. You put this in your tap water, in your bait bucket, and literally right away it gets rid of all those harmful chemicals that kill bait if you put them in regular tap water. And not only that, it keeps them extremely lively, kicking hard, which is perfect for those big flatheads. Now, if you don't want a nice, expensive bait cooler like this, for the longest time, I used to run a $9 Igloo cooler, piece of junk. And what I did is I drilled a small hole in the top that you can feed your aerator tube through, that you can just kind of, I thought about maybe gluing on a bracket or something, and but normally I would just open the lid and just clamp it on there. So you have an aerator and a really cheap bait cooler. Although this thing kind of sucks, and also once you drill this hole in it, you lose a lot of your insulation. So I had fish die on me in this thing pretty quickly because the water got so cold, because the water got so hot. So I kind of ditched this thing. I use it sometimes in a hurry, but this thing right here is absolutely worth the money. And if you're not putting bait in it, you can also put some ice and some burrs in it. Or if you're a child, some Mountain Dews. Now before we waste any more time talking, we need to go down there and catch some more bait because I have like 4 bluegills and that is just not enough. There's one. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, bud. Like ripped him out of the water. That is another perfect size little bluegill. There was one time that I came down here and I fished way down here at the other end where it gets real shallow, right before it gets real shallow. And I actually ended up catching a couple of really nice green sunfish, which make amazing flathead bait. So I'm gonna kind of wander down here. I can already see the rocks down there, which is good. We're gonna kind of mosey on down here and see if anybody's willing to bite right out here. Oh, oh, oh. Got him. Oh, another largemouth. Oh, another giant, another giant, another giant. That's always kind of cool. I've caught some better ones in here though, like some pounders, which when you're bait fishing like this with ultralight, oh my God. When you're bait fishing like this with ultralight gear, it's a nice little surprise sometimes. There's one. Oh, he came off. What a jerk. That one felt pretty good. He actually tugged back a little bit. That was rude. I just wanted to use you for bait. There he is again. Ooh, ooh, he's tugging. That's perfect right there. Just that perfect size. Heck yeah, they're loaded down here too. What do you know? God, there's so much trash around here. I'm gonna pick some of this crap up when we leave. That's kind of upsetting. Last time I was here, there was like no trash, so maybe we'll do a little Spillway favor today. It's actually fairly deep over here. It's like a foot deep. I didn't think it would be, I didn't think there'd be much at all down here. Oh, we should try and sneak up on that heron. Watch this. We're currently sneaking up on a frickin' bird. And we're gonna scare the shnikes out of him. Sorry, Billy. I don't know what that was. Some kind of, I think it was a pterodactyl. I think I've seen a couple of those before. Whoa, look at this, dude. This is wild looking. How pretty. Look at this little spillway right here, dude. That's where this bird was sitting. Bet he was waiting for like fish to come by. What is that? Is that a fishing pole? Oh, we're in business, boys. New stick. Who dis? Get out of my life. Not sure how many we have. I think I've got like 8 already. Or 7 maybe. We're gonna shoot for 12, I think. Ooh, ooh. This one's tugging. That's a better one right there. That's a perfect one right there. I like nice size baits. This size right here, probably 5 inches or so. Probably 5 incher. Getting close to 6. Perfect cut bait. Make nice big chunks. Also perfect live bait. A nice flathead, a 2-pound flathead would have no problem suckling him down. Pause. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant. I'm gonna show you guys just how instantly this is. Mangled up piece of worm, split shot in a bobber, right out here in front of me. And we've already got one on. Just like that. Oh, I love it when it's like that. I could spend 15 minutes down here and be chocked full of bait. I will say, I wish that some of these weren't, or I wish some of them, yeah, weren't bluegills. God, I'm struggling with English today. Not that one. Oh, he's tugging. Oh, he's tugging. Oh, he got me in the bush. You're going in the bucket just for that, you freaking jerk. And there you guys have it. That is how I come down here and catch my bait. This is just one of the spots that I frequent to come and get my bait. And obviously this spot is loaded with bluegills. And I'll be honest, the last time that I was here, it was also loaded with bluegills. So I knew what kind of knew what to expect, but I wanted to share with you guys some of my tips and tricks, especially with keeping them alive. That's kind of where it gets tricky. Catching the bait is really not all that hard, but keeping them alive and knowing how to store them properly and making sure you don't have to stress about that, just in case, you know, maybe you're planning your trip for a couple days afterwards, you know, maybe it's not quite today or tomorrow. You got to kind of keep your bait alive for a few days. And if you do exactly what I say, you might have success, because sometimes I do and not very often, but I try my hardest and I don't know what else to tell you. If you guys enjoyed this video, if you found it helpful, please leave a like. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, man. You guys have been absolutely killing it on the videos. You guys have been watching, hitting the thumbs up button like crazy. I think like all my videos have over 100 likes, which I literally couldn't be more grateful. You guys are the best. Thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you all in the next video. But before we do that, like I said, I'm gonna fill up that old cooler with trash. So enjoy 30 seconds of the Garbage Man.
They say congratulations.
Garbage Man, yeah.
But I have a long way till I'm made. I don't know why they're always late.
Garbage Man here, get your garbage, get your garbage. Actually, I'm the one getting the garbage. Batteries? Oh, the batteries. Probably doing the same thing I was. Like, look at this. What are people doing? Why are you leaving gloves down here? Like, use your hands. Are you scared? And if you're gonna bring trash, just freaking throw it away, dude. Come on.